What is going on, all you psychos? Sickmon33 here, and I'm with my very good friend, Doncharted. Say hello, Don.
Yeah, we're not really friends, we're just acquaintances, so yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, what's up, guys?
Wow, that's a way to kill the intro.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay.
guys, this is my, gonna start like a little podcasting thing, because, well, podcasts are awesome, as everyone knows. And for
Mhm.
the podcast, well, we're just gonna start talking about whatever I want, and we're gonna probably be about 20 minutes, because 20 minutes is a great podcast.
Yep,
I'd like all those. I've seen YouTubers go with like 6 hour podcasts, and that's insane.
well, I mean they have experience in that field, so they can do it, it's fine. But we don't.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, we managed to in the first minute we managed to kill a recording and make it awkward.
Yep, yeah, we did. We did such things. So that's our unique thing
Oh
that we do.
yeah. Also, we're also gonna have we might or might not have surprise guests, aka people randomly joining the call.
Which
And
is not really, it is just another name for people that didn't have the time right now and they just might decide to join in later. That's all.
also, so our first subject of the day, because I'm not really good at transitioning through subjects, is, well, YouTubers, of course, and how YouTubers think about games versus normal people who think about games. Yes, I'm calling those people who are YouTubers not normal, because we're not normal people.
We aren't, we really aren't. We talk alone in a room to a microphone. That's not really normal behavior, so it's fine.
Yet when we talked about microphone enough, we end up getting paid tons of money to do it. So
Except
yeah.
we totally don't. That's the thing. We don't. We really don't. I don't anyway. Um, it's the thing is like with us YouTubers, it becomes such a habit that when somebody doesn't talk to their microphone in their room, that's weird to me. I don't know why.
And also, I was looking at Desura today,
Oh, who in the
and
what in the what?
Desura is basically this, think Steam, but for 100% indie gamers.
Oh,
Like
okay.
companies don't have a handle in there, like Valve. The only thing they can do is post mods and like their source engine, and that's about it.
All right.
They don't post any of their games in there.
Okay.
It's so awesome. It's like indie game heaven.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, I was on there and I realized after about 5 minutes of going through all the stuff there, I was like, holy crap. I really do it. I really am a YouTuber because I noticed as a YouTuber, I'm actually choosing less games that I want to get. Usually, before I became like a YouTubing gamer, like I am
Mm.
now, I would always just play whatever game I wanted. But now it's more along the lines of I actually think about what will I get out of recording this. I'm like, I noticed that when you become a YouTubing gamer, you start to get that mentality. Like, you consider like, will this look good on my channel before you even think about getting a game. That's the downside of being a YouTuber because
That's not.
obviously.
I think that's a great side of being a YouTuber because it really like filters out the games that you actually wouldn't even want to play. I mean, for me, I would like before I became a YouTuber, I would like get like every single freaking game that I got my eyes on. But now it's like, okay, now I'm like, okay, is this game even fun to play? If I play, can I actually have some fun commentary over it that people would enjoy? So it kind of filters it to those like really good games, the games that I actually really, really want to play versus the games that I'm like, yeah, I'll just get them just because.
Yeah, in the end, it's more like YouTubers don't have a lot of computer space either. I mean, I know some people have like 6 terabytes on their laptop, and they say, "Oh, my computer's so cluttered with space." You have 6 freaking terabytes.
I know.
You know how many gigabytes are in a terabyte? 1,000. Okay, just about a
Exactly.
thousand gigabytes are in a terabyte. Okay, you have any idea how much space that is for recording?
Yeah,
Because,
that's a lot of space.
and believe me, guys, when I say this, that's actually a pretty decent amount of space because YouTube takes, when you're recording a game, depending on the quality of the game, usually get about, usually rough 5,000 kilobytes per second. Usually depends, or per minute. Usually depends on system.
I have
For
no
my
idea how
for
much
my
that is.
YouTube videos, I get about 3 gigabytes for a 20-minute video. So this video will probably end at like 20 minutes. It'll be 3 gigabytes. You have to
Well,
realize,
mine is I don't know, like mine's a little bit better. I mean, I record with Fraps. You record with OBS, right?
yep.
Yeah. So you record with OBS. I'm not sure how different it is, but for mine, I think it's a lot different because mine's like 30 gigabytes and I think it's like an hour long recording. So mine's actually a way bigger file than yours.
Well, that's because
I guess.
Fraps actually I believe it's Fraps that can do this. It can actually split the audio and video files. Like when you're finished
Uh,
with it, you can split it. And then a lot of YouTubers just use DX Story because it's simplicity.
mhm.
Yeah,
Right, right, right.
I mostly use OBS because it's like low processing. Like I've used other recording softwares, and no offense to those of you who use XSplit and Fraps and all
Shitty
that,
ones
but
like that.
seriously, OBS is like my favorite recorder. Like, it's amazing. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
really
lie.
have any favorite recorders. I would say like I just started using Fraps just because. I mean, that was like the first one I heard of. I was like, yeah, okay. And it's working for me until now, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just keep doing this. It's fine.
Yeah, with me, I mostly like OBS because you can customize everything. Like every little detail you have, you can customize it. They
Mm.
have there's so many plugins and tools like people write just for OBS. But I have like 3 programs to help me with my streams. Like you know how on Twitch you have to have like a paid account to get access to their like all their special features to run raffles and stuff.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I have a program that can do all the stuff you could do on Twitch if you had like a paid account and stuff.
Oh, really? That's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
I literally could just
Yeah.
run like I could run raffles. I can run contests. I can run anything that usually needed the Twitch dashboard to do. And it's just awesome because I with OBS I've just literally started digging through the tools section of their forum, and it's just like there's all these amazing things that nobody hears about. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I don't I actually didn't even know about OBS until just a recent time. I think you were like the second time I heard about OBS was from you. I did not even know about OBS, and it sounds like a good program, but I don't know. I just it's like it's a new thing that I'll have to learn,
Oh
and
yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna make much of a difference to me particularly because I don't really do all of that. I don't need all those plugins, and but when I do, I guess I'll probably just try and figured like just try and learn that program and abandon fraps.
oh crap, my phone's ringing.
That's
Hold on.
that's a phone. That's a
Awkward
phone.
moment. Awkward moment.
Awkward moment.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay, guys. In light of that awkward moment,
Hey, no, there was no awkward moment there. We're gonna do some seamless editing there, of course.
I don't like to edit. It's time
Oh,
consuming. Well, anyway, like I said, OBS is amazing. All those plugins and tools are 100% optional. Like
yeah, I know. It's the thing is like I am only at this moment I am only doing like recordings, just recordings for YouTube, and Fraps does that really well for me. So I just don't see the point of like just learning a new program just to do the same thing. Maybe it'll
realize
take up that space, but
you have to
I just don't.
realize OBS will generate, like I said, for what you told me, the same amount of time that I record, I get like 3 gigabytes. You get 20.
Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, like, I have a lot of like, I have a terabyte of space. I mean, I'm just like, yeah. When I need to, I just get rid of some of my very old recordings, and I can just make more room. And I just haven't had that need to get a program that compresses my files more. It's just Fraps works for me, but I think I'll probably check out OBS pretty soon too and
Oh yeah,
see
and
if
also a really cool part about it is that with OBS you can actually integrate a face cam like at the click of a button.
it. Oh, really? Well, okay, that's something then. Yeah, that I might have to check out then.
Oh yeah, I sold you on that. I was thinking of doing like a tutorial series on how to do OBS, but I was like, there's like literally, there's so many videos on people like how to set up OBS. It's insane. Like you could actually, on live stream see that scrolling text.
Oh yeah,
You could do that with OBS, like about 3 clicks.
that's pretty interesting. Okay, we're really segueing off our topic here.
Sorry guys, I have a habit of doing that. That's why I said we're gonna have a starting topic, and we'll see where we go from there.
We did not even finish our starting topic though. Okay, so YouTubers, we look at games as something that we can record. If we can record it, if it's something that we'll get an entertaining product out of, then we'll get that game. Now, other people, you go and explain that now.
Other people will just buy anything. They will literally. Here's the thing. I know people who don't do YouTube, and people who do YouTube as well. They have it. They'll literally go to the Humble Bundle and just start buying like every Humble Bundle they have.
I
It's
see.
insane.
Yeah.
And also, there's YouTubers like if they find a game that think they looks really interesting,
Mm,
they almost unless you're like a popular YouTuber, like if you're Ant Man or PewDiePie,
mm.
usually you'd never see them do a video on it
Yeah.
until a popular until someone like PewDiePie does a video on it because gamers like I'm a YouTuber as someone with only 100 subs, I will almost never play an indie game unless another YouTuber has done it before me because I always
I,
feel nervous like being the one who starts it like
mm.
because I have to get so that way my because I know almost all my subscribers are subscribed to bigger YouTube gamers. That way, if I'm playing something, I want to know that they've they've seen someone else play it. Because a lot of smaller YouTubers don't like to be the pioneer when into playing a new game. That's always the. I understand some people do. Just a lot of I know a chunk of YouTubers don't like.
Well, I think it's like I think exact opposite of that. I'd rather not do the games that big YouTubers are doing, like Call of Duty. I'm not gonna do that because there's a lot of people that are already doing it. They already have a very loyal fan base for themselves, and so if I do that game, there's no reason for that fan base to come to my channel to watch my video when they can already watch it on the bigger channels. So if I do like a very niche game like for example what I'm doing is I do a lot of cricket game videos. There's like no major YouTubers that do that, so it's really good for me because I can have that, at least I can get that niche audience attracted to my channel, and it's actually really nice. I mean, it's it well, of course it's a game that I enjoy playing, of course, but I think it's a better strategy for me personally to play indie games because nobody else has played it. So when people are searching for on YouTube for those games, the big results don't come in, and my video has a higher chance of getting hits.
Yeah, sure. That's why I think you should consider checking out Desura because it's like there's I have not seen Valve. The only thing Valve releases are two of their game development engines. Their source filmmaker. I think they released a source filmmaker on there, and then they released mods to their games, and then the only last thing they released is shortcuts to buying their official games. Like
Yeah,
Valve. I don't think Desura even lets Valve release their games on there. Like, because Desura is like mainly focused on like the smaller like independent companies. Like that's why I love Desura. Like if you want to
yeah.
get a game before a YouTuber does, there's a very big chance you can just go on there and find it.
Yeah, and that and like Humble Bundle, you can kind of get some games that are some indie games that are just like that just go past the YouTubers, and it's you can kind of get them from there.
And then there's
And I
Indie Bundle, and that's a whole different story.
that's another thing.
Indie Bundle, I mean, for those of you that don't know Indie Bundle, which is just about none of you, Indie Bundle is basically independent games completely free. There's like they're always releasing a new one like every other week. Like
Mhm.
I think there's maybe 10 or 11 indie bundles. I haven't been on there in a while.
I
It's
don't think I've seen it. Hold on.
I'll have to show
I've
it to you
heard of
after
it, I
this
think.
because
I
it's
think
literally a website where they have a ton, and I mean a ton of really good games that independent people and independent companies literally just make. They just make games. They talk. They have
That's
their
pretty
own
interesting.
websites, and then these people just go to Indie Bundle and just say, "Hey, can you put our game up there?" And they're like, "Sure." You find
Wow.
the most amazing games on there. No one even touches. I actually
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
whole
that's
list
why.
of I actually have a whole list of games I'm planning on playing on there soon when I get off my lazy butt and do it. It's
Wow, wow.
because it's just mind blowing how amazing these games are. And I look at YouTube, and no one's only thing I see is the preview video that the developer made. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
That's
So,
also
okay,
another bad thing about being a gaming YouTuber because a lot of indie games get looked over. Like, for if it doesn't look visually appealing or in any way to a YouTuber,
mhm.
they usually just drop it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been guilty of doing that. I have dropped some really nice games that just they were older releases, and I just did not like. They weren't visually appealing to me, so I dropped them. And I'm not proud to say it, but I'll admit it anyway because I have done that before. I tend to do that way less now, but still, in my past, in my dark past, I have done such things.
I remember when I was still developing my channel, before I started doing gaming, I was actually doing freeware reviews. Like, that's what really got my channel noticed, and my phone just went off, driving me insane.
Me too.
You know what? I'm just gonna take my phone and I'm just gonna chuck it over here and then stuff it under this. That way,
Jeez.
just stuff.
Okay.
Now the sound is canceled, and I won't be able to hear a thing.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna take my phone and shove it up the dark nether regions. Anyways,
Really,
yeah, yeah.
you dirty
What?
thinker, dirty thinker, dirty
No, it's
thinker.
just shut up.
Anyway, guys, like I was saying, like I remember when I used to start, I was doing freeware reviews like every week, and that's what got my channel a huge boost in subs.
Hmm.
But basically, it's what got me. But then I started reviewing games and game related software, and I was like, maybe I should consider doing gaming. And I started, and I did like this one game. It was a puzzle game that I stopped playing because it was too difficult for me. It was like this game called El Marble, I believe it was. It was my first ever video game let's play. Because with the game, I would record it. I used it for OBS. I had Screencast-O-Matic. Screencast-O-Matic, 15-minute recorder, and a big old watermark on the bottom left. As every
That's awesome.
YouTube gamer has started, we've all done it at least once.
Well, I haven't. I haven't. Look at that. My first game. Well, my first actual commentary was doing Crossfire, and that didn't. I use Fraps for that too. I don't think there is any watermark or anything here. Let me check it
Craps
though.
addict, craps addict, craps addict.
It's only like the thing is though that commentary was a 4 by 3. I had a 4 by 3 monitor, not a 16 by 10 that I do now. But that was sucked. I mean, going back and looking at this, I mean, is just total dog shit. I mean, I cannot even believe that I made this video. But yeah, it's still something. Still something. But anyway, so okay, how did you like for I'm gonna ask you a question, and how do you think people who want to start on YouTube, how do you think they should do it?
Sometimes it's nice to just don't try to cut. Usually, people try to copy everybody else when they get on. They say, "Oh, don't do it. I'll hate you forever." They're like, no, do
Mm,
what makes you feel comfortable. Like, if you
right.
want to copy somebody else just long enough to get a feel for how you should do it, then do your own style, then do it like that. For me, I had almost no help. Like when I did YouTube, like I had like two friends who weren't on YouTube, and then actually got into this gaming group that we always try to do a video on every once in a while. And
Mm,
somehow in that group, I'm the music guy. We're actually doing a Minecraft parody and all that, and I'm putting together the song.
mm,
Yeah. So
right.
really, it comes down to it. Try and when you start YouTube, try and have like maybe a friend or two that does YouTube. You don't even have to be in the same like area of profession that you are. Like they could be a makeup artist on YouTube for all I care. Just have someone who does YouTube with you, so you can have like someone to relate to. That's the main thing. You have to have someone you can relate to on YouTube. Like they could be like
Right, right. It's
break
I
artists,
agree.
and you could just go to them and just bounce off ideas because any YouTuber you go to will have an idea they can just give to you, even if it's not their genre of their channel.
Right. I think yeah, I think that's a good point. It's actually rather difficult to start YouTube on your own. I mean, it's like 'cause when I started too, I was just like, okay, I just want to do it. Okay. And I didn't know anyone that did YouTube except for of course there was like the big YouTubers, but I don't know them personally, so I can't really ask them questions or how to do it or blah blah blah, any tips or anything. So I actually had to do some extensive like research on this topic before I started, and it is rather hard, but I would say it's not impossible. Like the first thing that you ever do on YouTube is gonna be pure garbage. I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry, but that's just true. It's gonna be pure garbage because you don't have that exposure. You see other people's videos and you can comment on them like, oh yeah, this is good, this was bad, this is why it was good, this is why it was bad. But then when you make your own video, it somehow doesn't translate. It's just like watching a movie. You can say like, ah, that actor, he sucked shit. But when it comes to if you were in front of a camera, I mean, the first shot that you ever give, it's gonna be pure garbage. And but the thing is, you shouldn't give up on that. I think that's like the biggest thing that people do. They make like 4, 5, 6 videos. They don't see any real progress, and then they were like, ah, fuck it, I'm done. And I think that's like the most negative and the worst attitude, and that's the one thing that prevents a lot of people from going far in this field.
I understand that too because as you guys know, I've been doing YouTube since 2008. That's 6 years I've been doing YouTube. I'll be approaching the 6 year mark on April 14th, I believe. Once I approach that mark, that means I've been doing YouTube for 6 whole years, and I just reached 100 subs. And to everyone else, 100 subs is about nothing. Yet when it comes to me, that's 100 subs I've earned just about on my own with very minimal help. Like I don't do a lot of collaboration videos because I have a laptop. Like I have a little HP Intel laptop that runs on Windows 8. You know what? I've made some pretty good videos off of this thing, and I just got a video editor last Christmas.
Right, it's like, but like, it's the thing is, like, you have 101 subs, I think, right now, and the thing is, like, that's 101 people that are willing to sit down, take time out of their lives, and actually watch you say things. You know, I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, like even for example, a high school classroom, and that's like 300 people, and if you're in front of that, I mean, that's a lot of people. And when it comes to subscribers, for some reason, people think that, oh, I only have 50 subs or 100 subs, and that's like, oh, God, that sucks. And no, it doesn't suck. I mean, you have 100 people that are willing to listen to whatever dog shit or whatever crap you want to put on there, or whatever good things you want to put on there. I mean, that's something. That's really something, and that should be appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to YouTube, guys, here's a big thing I think every single YouTuber has to do. Appreciate every single subscriber. Like don't just be
Exactly.
like every episode, I got another 100 subs. Woo! Or when you reach a milestone, just maybe make a little note to like your subscribers at the end of it, like extend the video. Say, hey guys, I reached this mile marker and I want to thank you guys for watching my channel. And don't really follow what other YouTubers do. Like I started a Facebook page like just to because I thought it was a good idea.
Hmm.
And recent research, thanks to other YouTubers who did it for me, has started to show people how having a YouTube channel and a Facebook page don't really pan out if you at this time because of a whole bunch of things that I'm not nerdy enough to explain.
Well,
To put it basically, there's manipulated the liking system's been manipulated in recent years.
mm, right. Yeah. I mean, it's that's something else. I mean, that's just like fake things, I mean, I don't usually like to get into that, but like yeah, that point that you made, that yeah, you got to be appreciative of all the subscribers you have and not just thinking about, oh, how am I going to get like 50 more or 100 more. I mean, like if you start doing that, you're not really catering to the people that are already loyal to you. you and you're just trying to get new people to join in, and then afterwards you're going to forget about them and then you're going to get new people. But that never works. I mean, that's never ever going to work. And one more thing that I want to say is every time I personally do this, and I think it's a good idea. I'm not sure if you do it. I haven't seen too many of your videos. I've seen a few. But every time anyone anyone comments on my channel, I make sure I reply back. I make sure every single person gets a reply from me, and I'm gonna continue to do this like forever. I'm not gonna stop. The thing is, like, if my channel takes off to maybe, like, say one day I have like 2,000 subscribers, that's gonna be a lot of people commenting, and that means that I'm gonna have to create less content and actually interact with people more. And I think that's way better than creating more content but just leaving your subscribers stranded there. And I think that's something that people should do.
No, definitely, definitely, because if anything on my channel, I don't, you probably didn't see it, but I have this thing called Subscriber of the Day, where I run a random number generating script I wrote myself
Okay.
to punch out a random number, and I use that number to select any person that's on my subscriber list. And
Okay.
I literally put their name on my video, and I put their channel in my description. That's what I
Yeah, I
do.
mean, yeah, that's something. That's something. That's good. I mean, I personally, sorry. What I don't, what I like to do is I will give people shout outs if I think their content is good. That's why I don't do too many shout out series. I've only, like, if you see my channel, I have like two shout out videos through a span of like 5 or 6 months. And I do that because I don't give shout outs just to random people who say, "Oh, give me a shout out." No, I don't do that. I think it's I give shout outs to people that have good content, that have that content that should be pushed through and that they should actually have more hits and subscribers. And but not for like just randomly picking a person. I mean, I understand that that is actually a good idea. I mean, I get it. That's it's a good way to acknowledge your subs. But I usually don't tend to do that. I usually tend to thank them either through, like you said, at the end of the video, just putting a message like, thank you guys for all the support and stuff, and I genuinely mean that. And or through like text and stuff. And I like, and every single sub, like, this is something I do is I go on Gmail, and that, like, YouTube sends me a message like for some of the people that subscribe to me, and for every email that I get from YouTube that, oh, blah 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 has subscribed to you, I go to their channel, I actually look through their channel, I message them personally, every single one. I message them and I say, okay, thank you for subscribing to me, and I actually put some context in there. Like, for example, if I see some FIFA video on their channel, I will actually, like, watch that video and I will say, okay, that's a good video, or, you could do this to improve your video, or something like that. And I think that's something that people should start doing, because people are like, I think subscribers hate it when when big YouTubers just ignore them. And I think, like, if you send like personal messages, I mean, imagine that. Imagine like PewDiePie sending you personal messages every time every time someone subscribes, they get a personal message from him. I mean, that would be huge. I mean, that would go a long way, that you would actually share that channel on like so many people's on your Facebook or on your Twitter. And I think that goes such a long way to actually help you, and just be grateful to your subscribers. And I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And I'm looking at that timer, almost 29 minutes that this recording has been running.
Oh yeah. I didn't notice that.
Well, why don't we probably cut off? Why don't we end this recording here? So that way our subscribers don't get completely bored.
No, they won't get bored. We were passionate and shit. But yeah, okay, so yeah, that will we'll end this podcast here.
Thank you
And
guys so much for listening to our podcast. If you guys want to, why don't you leave a like and maybe comment on what you guys want to see us talk about next. Also, check out my buddy Doncharted. I've seen his channel like once, but he has
oh,
some really decent content. And like you heard in the video, he loves to talk to you guys. Anyway, guys,
yes, I
I've been
do.
SickMind33,
And I've been Doncharted,
and I'll bid you all adieu. Bye.
and me too. I'll do the same things. Bye bye.